Let me ask you guys a quick question before we show you today's clip. Who should be priority on the housing list in the UK? Should it be A, British people, or B, illegal migrants who have barely been in the country 5 minutes? Well, with Reform's new proposed policy, they will make sure British nationals are the priority when it comes to new builds and new houses across the country. But Yasmin, a left-wing commentator, wasn't really happy with this, as she was in a fiery debate with a British lady on live TV. So without further ado, let's watch this clip. Make sure you do like and subscribe.
Where do you stand on all this? A reform right on this one?
Yes, because I know I live in Manchester, and there's 100 houses were built. Andy Burnham built them, and only 23 off the housing list got them. The rest went to the world. Now, HMO seem to find housing for boat people and others, but they can't find houses for people that are on that waiting list for 10 and 15 years. Now, I don't think it's right that 23 off the housing list got a new home and the rest of the 100 went to anybody of any country. And I know it's a fact because I know the 23 people who did get those houses.
Okay, so just to be clear...
There's an injustice because people who are born here who are desperate for homes, and yet HMO can find houses and rented places for people that just come across. And it's not fair.
Well, it's interesting the use of the language you just come across, because just to be clear, illegal migrants, asylum seekers, migrants on student visas, none of them are eligible for social housing. And I just wonder what you think about those people who have been in this country for an incredibly long time. Perhaps they work in the NHS, for example. They've paid their taxes, they've got a job, but they just simply were not born here. Would you be happy with them being pushed to the back of the queue?
Yes, because people who are born here are entitled to a home first. We seem to be put at the back of the list all the time. And we seem to, on Facebook, you can see HMO are finding flats and homes very quickly for other people, but they don't seem to take them off the housing list.
What's interesting in all of this...
Can I just ask you, I've worked here for, as I said, 51 years. Am I entitled if I fall on hard times? Would you object to me because I wasn't born here? I was actually born in your empire.
I wouldn't object to you getting a home. But the thing is, at the moment, what's my argument is that we are overcrowded with people from other countries. And so therefore, this is why we've got a problem about the housing. If we weren't overcrowded with people from other countries, there wouldn't be a problem about people who have come here and worked here for years.
And you wouldn't have the workers you need for the public services, for the dirt jobs, the poorly paid jobs. You wouldn't have the workers either. You've got to understand that most people you're describing are working their socks off on very low amounts of money.
Yes, and there's the people here that are born here that are being shoved to one side, and it's not fair.
But it's not fair that these people are working in this country and have been working for years and can't afford homes outside the public social housing.
Christine,
that's also not fair.
What do you make of Shelter's comments? And I just read them to a previous caller, but they're saying, look, the answer in all of this is we do need more social housing. And yes, we need to prioritise people in need, but reprioritising the order of need is what can stoke division. And we actually all need to live alongside one another. What do you make of those comments?
Well, that's true. But the point is, we keep taking more and more people in, so we're going to have this problem that's going to keep going and going.
All right.
We're only a small island.
All right.
So how can you keep adding to the list?
All right, Christine, appreciate your...
There's so many things to dissect from this interaction between Yasmin and this lady from Manchester on the phone, because I think Yasmin's misinterpreting what this woman's actually trying to say. She isn't saying if you're a hard-working foreign person, you've been paying tax, been contributing to the country for many, many years, that you don't deserve help if you fall on hard times. She isn't saying that whatsoever. First of all, she's saying if you come on a small boat and you get housing within 5 minutes of being in the country, that's completely wrong, which I agree with. But what she's also saying is British-born people deserve to be the priority over anyone else, regardless. So if there's one house available and you've got a British-born person that's worked for many, many years, and they've worked hard and they've been on the housing list for a while, they deserve the house over someone that's a foreign-born person that's been in the country for many years and worked hard, because they are British-born. I don't think that's a controversial take whatsoever, but let me know your thoughts on that. Do you agree with the caller from Manchester? As always, Yasmin is always in some sort of meltdown when it comes to the topic of immigration or reform. She's always got a chip on her shoulder because she is, like Narinder Kaur, someone that should not be on TV whatsoever, because they add nothing of value whatsoever to any type of conversation or debate. But let me know your thoughts on that. As always, make sure you like, comment and share. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.